What's up, everyone? Brian from IGN here, alongside Alfredo Diaz.
Hey, Brian.
And Bobby Amos. Bobby in 1984.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're here to talk about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, specifically the multiplayer portion. I reviewed the game for IGN. You can see right there on that screen. I gave it a 9.1. Amazing. I think it's a fantastic game. But these two guys are going to talk to me about why I gave it the score I did, what they think of the multiplayer, the unlocks. So just go ahead and stick with us as we roll through all of that. If you haven't checked out the review yet, we're going to go ahead and roll the verdict right now.
The way Sledgehammer has integrated movement into every aspect of how we fight has gone above and beyond. By designing the levels and objectives in the campaign, co-op, and multiplayer to facilitate those new mechanics, Advanced Warfare is granted a weight and importance that changes how Call of Duty feels. This is a Call of Duty game to its core, but one that rehashes as little as possible while still retaining its strengths.
All right, we got to talk about that exosuit. This is the thing I praised the most in my review for the multiplayer. I believe I said it's the most important change to Call of Duty since perks in Modern Warfare.
Yep.
Do you guys agree? What do you think?
100% agree. I think it just brings like something that COD needed, which is just more movement. And honestly, I just feel like it was a nice change. It was a good change, and it didn't sacrifice like the feeling of COD. Like this to me still feels like COD at its core, but enhanced or evolved in a way.
And I think for the most part, you and I got the early chance to play it way back like in August, and we were like doing it, and we kept saying like, okay, it's going to be a learning curve. It's familiar, but it's not familiar. And still, I'm still having problems with the dash and stuff like that. Where like I do it, but it's not when I want to do it. Like I get in a battle with people, and I'm going, okay, I'm dashing to the left, I'm dashing to the right, but it's like I want to tap A, then move to the left, to the right, and sometimes it just happens. But for the most part, it doesn't work out the way I want to. But I love it. I just need to master it.
See, I'm sort of the same way. I'm kind of running into this problem where I'm overusing it. I'm like, if I'm not dashing or boosting, what am I doing? Like, it's a mechanic here, right? I'm slowing myself down. And then if I use it and then need it immediately, it's sort of like sprinting and needing to ADS really quick if you can't do it. So I need to cool it a little bit, and I think you were talking about that too.
Yeah, that's when we were playing. That's what I noticed. Cause we walked out, I was like, man, I was dashing all over the place, but I was kind of running into walls and stuff. And Bobby's like, I just was kind of doing what I usually do, just running and gunning.
That's what I'm doing now. Like I'm trying to do a better job of mixing that in, because I do find myself sometimes still running in the door, and I keep going, well, I could have just hopped on top of this building, or I could have, jumped and dashed. Especially when you play domination, you need to get to that flag. I'm thinking, why am I still running? I should be dashing forward to get there. So it's there, and it should be used.
I definitely feel like it's the best way to use it, or a really good way to use it, just my opinion, is just not too much but not too little. Like use it to get to somewhere fast, but like don't spam it so you're just like slide boost dashing up in the sky all the time, because then it's like it's gonna be hard for you to hit stuff.
Right. The one thing I need to keep in mind, and I've started doing this as I've played many more hours, is that usually having the high ground is an advantage. It usually is. And so I need to start thinking like, I can probably go on that rooftop right now.
Yep.
I can jump through that window and cut my time traversing through this building in half.
And people are doing that. People are going in there, and it's starting to make me mad, because I'm running into lobbies, because you think, oh, people are not going to camp. They're not going to camp. But I'm running into these lobbies with people where they get to that high perch and they're sitting down, and I'm going, no, now I got to fight to get you down. And then your buddy jumps up on the other roof or the other window, and I'm going, this sucks, but it's built into the game, and you have workarounds to get there.
Yeah, I think what I really like about this is that I kind of had to retool the way I think about COD, and I think it's nice. I wasn't going in like, all right, I know what to do, I know like how this goes, but now it's just like, oh, I kind of have to relearn it. And the exosuit adds skill to the game, which, not saying that there wasn't any skill in Call of Duty before, but
well, you're gonna get ate up for that.
I can't go up against a pro. They'll outgun me like every time. But I mean, like it just adds like, I feel like there's definitely a lot more skill now involved, whether whatever range that is. But yeah.
Right. The thing I really appreciated is that I thought this was going to completely change. I shouldn't say that. It does completely change the game, but it doesn't override what was there before.
Yeah.
There are still times where just straight up, check your corners and good shooting works.
Yeah.
And all the exo mobility doesn't override what COD used to be. It's not, the old stuff is not gone.
I feel like right at its core, it's still Call of Duty. But I think one of the cool things I like about like the exo mobility is that it forces people to move for the most part. Because like there's a lot of people who will just be prone and lock down a lane.
And left out.
And
left out of the battle.
Yeah. And it's like now, since there's so many people moving so fast all around, it's kind of like forcing those like campers to kind of move. Of course, I still run into people who are like prone in a lane, but it's like as soon as you see them, you just jump, dash, and dash sideways, and all of a sudden, like it's hard to aim prone like that. So
right, and meanwhile you're way above them shooting down.
Yeah.
So
just my last thing before we close this out. I don't know about you guys, but I've thrown away the EXO abilities. I don't even use them. I feel like they're useless, or I forget to use them for the most part. So I just take them off. I take them off.
You free up that pick slot.
I put something else in because the EXO abilities to me seems like it takes too long to activate, or just I'm like
you're sitting there like
specifically. So a few of them you have to tap and turn on. Some of them are instant activate.
Like the EXO mutes instant.
Right. So overall, the EXO suit offers great new ways to play, really new tactical advantage. Might just take a little bit of getting used to, but it does not override what used to be.
I think it's a great addition to Call of Duty.
Let's talk about the loot and the unlocks in this game. There's always been things to unlock in Call of Duty. That's one of the main appeals of it, is all these attachments and weapon skins or whatever. But now there's also like supply drops that give you, perks and
gun variants and
right, all kinds of clothes to put on your character. What do you guys think of these? You using them? Do you care about them?
Go ahead, you go.
Go for it.
I'm gonna be honest. I found my go-to exosuit and helmet and mask and thing, and I put that on, and everything else gets sold back so I can rank up faster. I sell pretty much everything back. The only thing that I'm waiting for is the HARB Elite or whatever professional gun.
Is that your go-to gun?
That is my baby. That's Iris. But I'm waiting on that.
Oh, you sure it has a name?
Sure it has a name. But yeah, I mean, I like some of the stuff, but it's not to the point where I'm just going every time they give me a supply drop. I'm not going, put new gloves on, new knee pad. It's not enhancing my character. He looks fly, but I just sell everything back.
You found your thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you use the, like, I will get double XP or something, or like next round you get the
care package at like 2 minutes? I'm happy that it's there, but for the most part, like some of the customizable clothes and things, those things get sold back, or the light machine gun I'm never going to use.
Yep.
But like say the care package, actually sometimes I say I would like to use this the next time I go in, not this next game, but the one after that. I wish I could like tell it when to happen.
Because the auto goes to the next match you play. What do you think?
I mean, honestly, I was kind of in the same boat as Bobby, where I was just like, ooh, I can get XP. Like, I kind of already have what I like. But then I realized that you can just have kind of like different customized characters. So then it kind of became like collecting a set for me, since they're just like all different pieces in one set. And I'm like, okay, well, I made one. And I was like, he looks cool. And I was like, well, I can make this one looks kind of cool, but I can complete the set. So then I can just like switch the characters, and so I'm like, oh, I guess like they're kind of like sets to me. If I get doubles, of course I'll sell them.
Right. Have you guys unlocked any of that timed loot yet, where you do something really great in a match, and it's like you earned this thing, but only for
that's the bloodshed
10 hours or something.
Yeah,
that's
the bloodshed helmet that I
yeah.
My friends are like,
that one's good, but I think it's like 5 kills without dying, which is
the things. Yeah, I get it all the time.
Yeah. And everybody was, because when I first got it, I was like, yo, this is clean, and then everybody started having it.
Yeah.
I got this one. I think it was called the Headhunter, but I'm not sure. And it has like the jaw mount thing. Is that from like, it's like 15 or 20 kills without dying? And that one you have to keep burning. And that's pretty tough.
I think, I mean, in a way it's kind of cool. I mean, I wish there was some kind of menu system to show me like what I can kind of go for. I'm like, if this is really cool, like helmet piece, like I want to know what it looks like, and I want to try and go for it instead of just randomly unlocking the same helmet over and over again.
What do you guys think of the more, I guess, regular unlocks? Like, you use the weapon, you get like, there's like 15 attachments for every weapon now. You'll unlock this weapon for progressing. What do you think of that stuff?
So my thing with that, it's like I go into my attachments, my weapons attachments and stuff, and I'm like, okay, like I see their stalker, and I see like, it's like locked and stuff like that. Like, we're hardcore Call of Duty fans, so when we see Stalker, right, we're automatically like, oh, we know what that is, right? It's like move faster while aiming down the sights, but it doesn't give you a description. So there's a lot of people that are like, I know they're coming back into COD that are like, what's Stalker? And I'm just like, that's right. You don't, You
haven't been around for a while.
Yeah, you haven't been around for a while, so you might not know what it is. And I think like stuff like that, I don't know, like they should definitely have a description of what it is there.
You think,
my thing is just some of the perks, or not perks, but some. Yeah, I guess it's the perks. Some of those that I like, the ones I like to use, are so far down the line. I got hardline like at level 47.
Scavenger, you know how far you get?
Yeah, I use both of those faithfully, and I'm going, wow, because I just prestiged, and so I'm going. Rather than take my favorite gun, I'm gonna take hardline with me, but so I don't have to wait so long to get there. I don't know. I think that's just a personal thing. It's not nothing wrong.
You don't think it's a problem? You think?
I just thought for me, I said, man, some of these.
It was weird seeing like Scavenger so far down.
Yeah, and that's when I really started kicking everybody's asses when I got Scavenger and hardline together. I felt like I was unstoppable.
I think the main thing with me is like I just don't feel like it wasn't like Black Ops, or I was just like, man, like I don't have enough slots to fit everything. Here, and I'm just like I kind of have what I want. Like I don't feel like I don't have enough slots. I kind of feel like there isn't as many. For me, I just don't feel like there isn't as many like useful abilities or like kill streaks or stuff like that, which is I guess a good problem. I don't know.
We kind of wrap it up and say, there's plenty of options out there, and some of it you'll use, and some of it you won't. But it kind of comes down to your personal choice.
Personal preference.
100%.
All right, so obviously we really like Advanced Warfare, but there are also plenty of other really great shooters out there. So let's talk a little bit about how Advanced Warfare stacks up to those. You've got Halo coming out. Alfredo, you're big on Titanfall. What do you guys think? How does it stack up against the others?
I think I get asked this question a lot. It's like, do you think this is a good COD? Do you think it's worth picking up? And what I always tell people is like, it's a good Call of Duty game. So like, some of you may be COD fatigued now, you know what I mean? Or some of you you didn't, like Ghost too much, so you're wondering if you get back in. If you like Call of Duty, then it's a good Call of Duty game.
Do you not think the EXO changes are enough that even if you are COD fatigued, you could come back now? Asking the hard questions here.
Yeah, I mean that's no. I think it's a big enough change to still come back, even though you're a little fatigued on COD for sure.
Yeah, same thing. I've just put a commentary up, and in the comment section, a lot of people are asking me like, "Yo, should I get this COD?" And with all the hours you put in, I'm like, "Well, wait, I only put in so many hours." And then like compare it to Call of Duty 4, and it's like that's just not fair, because that to me is the best Call of Duty.
Yeah,
So I'm going for one. They're in two separate outs, and I tell people if you've had that fatigue, because it grew on me with Ghost, and it's like if you had that Call of Duty fatigue, I think this is the game to bring you back, because it's enough. They've made enough changes where to me it still plays like Call of Duty. Like a lot of people keep saying it don't even feel like Call of Duty anymore. It's like, yes, it does.
Yeah,
it's Call of Duty.
At its core,
Call of Duty just enhanced. It's more like you're doing more things. Like a lot of people say, well, it's the same old thing year after year, and then it's like they're not doing a change to change things. But then now they do change things. Now it's like, oh, it's not even Call of Duty anymore. But right, it is Call of Duty.
It's the sort of like if we don't do anything, we're screwed, and if we do too much, we're screwed. I think the balance is really good.
I honestly think, and I keep telling people, go. I say get it. I say, fanboy bias aside, it's a fun game to play multiplayer. You take away some of the technical issues that we're dealing with. You take away some of that stuff.
Spawn system.
Lag, everything. You take away some of that stuff. The game is fun. Me and my friends are on there having a good time again.
So let's say you played Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 2 or something like that, or Black Ops 2, and you enjoyed that. You kind of took a break during Modern Warfare 3 and Ghosts because you were getting a little tired. Do you think now is the time to jump back in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a solid COD. I played every shooter that comes out, and for me, the most of my time is not going to be spent Call of Duty, but I'm still going to come back and play it every now and then because it's a solid Call of Duty.
All my time is going to be with Call of Duty.
Yeah, all my time
is going to be with it. And again, I was to that point where I loved playing with my friends every night, but I got tired. I was like, well, I don't feel like getting on tonight. But now, with the few days that I've had the game, I'm playing at work. I can't wait to get home. I want to play. And all the friends, like I said, we're all back into it. Like it's that spark that we needed. And it's enough of a difference and change that we're having fun again.
Yeah. Awesome. What do you guys think sets this game apart from other shooters that are coming out that are great or are going to be great? Like we played Master Chief Collection a lot. Of course, we played those games 10, 13 years ago, but we played some of the new one now. CSGO is still really popular, things like that. Does it hold up to those? Titanfall, you played.
Well, I mean, CSGO is like the greatest of all time.
Hold on.
CS is like that's CS. But I mean, no, I mean it's a solid shooter. Like it's its own thing. What I really feel like COD, the way like the kill times are and everything like that, and how it plays, it's its own thing. Like Halo's plays differently, and they're both shooters, but I think they just play differently.
I just think with me, since I do spend so much time on Call of Duty, like the few times that I do break away to play other things, it feels so foreign and and just like to me, like, and I feel like with Call of Duty, especially with this one, man, the games are going by so fast. Even in Ground War, I'm in and out. And for a person like me with kids and a puppy and all this stuff, I can just get in, get my itch, and be done with it, and be going. With some of these other games, I just feel like it's more strategic and a lot like some of the things like a lot of people love, like about Battlefield and some of the other games. They love that. But with me and Call of Duty, I'm just like, I can get in, play a quick match, be done, and go do something else.
You know, the long vehicle,
tactical matches. I don't need all of that.
Conquest.
I don't need all of that. You know, I can just get in and get out and be over with it.
All right, cool. So it sounds like we really like it. It's a quick game. It's the same Call of Duty that we've been, playing for years with some changes that we really like, and it stacks up well against the other shooters this fall. And there's no reason really to not play it unless you
if you're a fan of shooting games, then yeah, for sure.
Cool. Play it. Just go play it.
All right, thanks so much, Alfredo and Bobby, for discussing Advanced Warfare with me. Yeah. You guys know what we think of the game. We want to know what you think. So go ahead and leave a comment below. And for more on everything Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you're already in the right place on IGN.